Inside the secure room, Jasmine stood frozen. The word war still hung in the air. Patel lowered his voice. Whoever's helping Kern, they're already inside the system. They have clearance, funding, and full knowledge of Crownfire's original structure. Chairman Thornton looked pale. If that's true, we need to alert the Director of National Intelligence. Jasmine shook her head. No. We don't know who we can trust up there. You involve DNI without proof. This whole thing gets buried. Or worse, I get buried. Mia leaned forward. Then what's the plan? Jasmine turned to Patel. You said the Richmond server had more data. Can we access the rest? He nodded. We're decrypting the remaining files now, but the encryption was designed by Kern himself. It's built to burn after 3 attempts. Jasmine stepped closer. Then let me try. You think you can break his code? Patel asked. I helped him build it, she replied. Everyone stared. She continued. Back in 2020, when Kern was still official, we worked on a shadow protocol, Project Latchkey. It was a secondary access system for domestic fail-safe networks. That code signature looks like a branch of Latchkey. Mia's eyes widened. That's how he knew how to reroute through your credentials. He wasn't just framing you. He was speaking directly to you. Jasmine nodded. Patel handed her the tablet. One wrong move, and we lose the rest of the data forever. Jasmine took a breath. Her fingers moved across the screen, entering a long chain of numbers and characters. Everyone held their breath. A few seconds passed. Then the screen blinked and opened a new window. A second video file appeared. Jasmine hit play. This time, Nathan Brooks was sitting in a car, looking directly into the camera. I found the buyer, he said. It's someone inside the Department of Energy, a mid-level official named Gideon Hurst. On paper, he manages logistics. But in the last year, he's taken over 24 secret meetings in embassies, mostly with nations on the Crownfire list. Patel muttered, He's the courier. Nathan continued, But Hurst isn't the brain. He's just the middleman. The real operator? Still hidden. But there's one clue. He uses an old call sign in all encrypted traffic. Cobalt Sparrow. That name goes back to the Black Ops days, and only a few people know it even exists. The screen went black again. Cobalt Sparrow, Jasmine whispered. That's not just a call sign. It's a directive, a sleeper command. It's only activated during domestic subversion threats. Patel's eyes narrowed. Then someone inside the government has activated a protocol meant to neutralize foreign attacks against us. Thornton stood up. This is bigger than the committee. We're talking about cyber terrorism at a national level. Patel turned to Jasmine. We need to move fast. If Kern is delivering Crownfire's core code to this buyer, we have hours, maybe less. Suddenly Mia's phone buzzed, an encrypted alert from a private line. She glanced at it, and her face drained of color. It's from someone on the inside, she whispered. A whistleblower. They say Kern's meeting is happening tonight. Location unknown, but the message ends with coordinates. She turned the phone so Patel and Jasmine could see. It showed a location in rural Maryland, an old military base, officially abandoned. Jasmine nodded. That's where he'll transfer the final module. Patel was already calling in a tactical team. We'll go in dark, no local authorities, no press. Thornton looked uneasy. Are you sure this is safe? Jasmine stepped forward. No, it's not. But if we wait, tomorrow, this country might wake up with its lights out, its grid collapsed, and its enemies inside the wire. She paused. Crownfire isn't just a threat. It's a weapon. And tonight, we either stop it. Her voice hardened. Or it gets turned on us. Patel looked at her, then gave a sharp nod. Wheels up in 1 hour. Jasmine turned to Mia. Grab everything we've got on Kern, Latchkey, and Cobalt Sparrow. Then she looked in the mirror by the chamber door. Her reflection was sharp, composed, and older than it had been this morning. This started as a hearing, she said softly. Mia replied, Now it's a mission. Outside, the rain had stopped. But for Jasmine Crockett, the real storm was just beginning. The helicopter cut through the night sky with a low hum. Inside, Jasmine Crockett sat strapped in, her eyes locked on the flickering map in front of her. The coordinates blinked steadily, an old decommissioned military site buried deep in rural Maryland, surrounded by forests and long-forgotten roads. Patel sat across from her, reviewing blueprints of the facility. His face was tight with focus. We go in quiet, he said. Satellite shows 3 vehicles on site. 1 heat signature in the northeast wing. Could be Kern. Could be a trap. Jasmine nodded. I don't care. I need to look him in the eyes. Mia sat beside her, holding a small flash drive, the only backup copy of the decrypted Crownfire core. If they failed tonight, that tiny device would become the last defense against chaos. The helicopter landed in a clearing half a mile from the target. They moved silently through the woods, night vision goggles lighting the path. As they reached the rusted gates of the compound, Patel raised his fist. The team stopped. 2 guards stood outside the hangar, armed but unaware. Jasmine watched them from behind a tree. Her voice was calm in Patel's earpiece. 2 targets. 15 degrees left. I'll flank. Patel signaled go. Seconds later, the guards were down. Stunned. Not killed. No alarms. No screams. Just silence. They entered the hangar. Inside, flickering floodlights revealed old tech, broken crates, and a single glowing terminal at the far end. And standing in front of it, Cash Patel froze. It wasn't him. It was Gideon Hurst. The logistics officer stood alone, typing something into the terminal. Jasmine stepped forward, gun raised. Hurst, step away from the console. He turned, slowly, hands in the air. Calm. Too calm. You're late, he said. Behind her, Patel moved in. Where's Kern? Hurst smiled faintly. You still don't get it, do you? He tapped a button on the side of his watch. Suddenly, the console screen lit up. A live video feed appeared. Kern's face filled the screen. Aging, cold, half-shadowed. Well done, Jasmine, Kern said. You followed the trail. I knew you would. She stepped forward. Why? Why frame me? Why now? Kern's smile was thin. You weren't the target. The protocol was. You just had the only key left to unlock it. You were part of the system that buried Crownfire. And now, you've brought it right to me. Mia pulled out the flash drive. You don't have it. We do. Kern chuckled. Oh, I don't need it anymore. That flash drive you're holding, it already connected to your satellite decryptor during the Richmond upload. I've had a full mirror of it for 3 hours. Jasmine's blood ran cold. Patel stepped forward. Then what is this? Why are we here? Kern's voice darkened. You're here because you still don't understand what's coming. Crownfire was never just a shutdown protocol. It was insurance. Built to collapse infrastructure only when internal systems become compromised by corruption. Hurst added. This country has already passed that line. Jasmine looked at Patel. He was already typing into a secure device. We can still lock him out, Patel said. There's a final kill code. But Kern raised a finger on the screen. Even if you use the kill code, it won't matter. Because I'm not the only one with access now. There are 5 terminals. 1 in Washington, 1 in Moscow, 1 in Caracas, 1 in Tehran, and 1 in the hands of a government official who's already activated the first phase. Jasmine's voice was sharp. Who? Kern just smiled. Look beside you. Suddenly, Hurst moved. In one swift motion, he grabbed a small detonator from his belt. Mia shouted, "Jasmine!" But Patel was faster. One clean shot. Hurst dropped, the detonator clattering harmlessly on the concrete. Alarms began to blare across the compound. Kern's feed flickered. "You stopped one signal," he said. "But you can't stop all 5. Then the screen went black. Jasmine turned to Patel. "We still have the core. Can we track the other terminals?" He nodded. "Yes, but only from the original bunker where Crownfire was first built." Mia whispered, "Where's that?" Jasmine stared out the broken window, breath short. "Langley." The compound shook with the distant echo of self-destruct charges, buried deep below. Jasmine ran toward the exit, shouting, We still have time." But in her heart, she knew. The real battle wasn't tonight. It was just beginning. And the next war wouldn't be fought with soldiers. It would be fought with signals, with silence, and with secrets buried in the heart of governments. The clock was ticking.